just yet. They chose their king, their power was met, but we don't answer to Ottawa yet. No crown gave us what we've earned, just dirt and fire and lessons learned. Now the ground it shakes, the steel it groans, and Alberta walks alone. We ride sovereign steel through fire, through frost. We ain't the last, we're the line they lost. Alberta stands, never on its knees. A nation born in the forge of the free. From the rigs to the rails, the crops to the code, we lit their streets, we bore their load. They laughed at pride, they mocked the West, but
I'm here. I'm here. I know. I'm late. Thank you so much for being here. 7-Eleven Daily Summary. Bruchel here. I'm excited as usual. And I'm glad that you're here. Jeez, I know I'm late. I know I'm behind. Sorry. But I'm here because I need to be here. We need to be engaged. We need to be present. All right. I want to say thank you very much for being here. I am so grateful, so appreciative of you and appreciative of this opportunity to be here with you. So thank you so much. Make sure to share this information out. Try to be here every day. Try to get good information to you, have good chats, have good conversations. I'm always looking for your input. So comments, I would love to hear from you. I'm trying to get a grasp on this whole commenting on, let's see here. See why can't post comments to some destinations. So let's just take a look here. Share your referral link. What is this? This is StreamYard. I'm not interested in that. So who are we able to go with? Chat platform support. Okay, so we got YouTube. We're able to do that. I'm not on Facebook, so that's okay. TikTok Live. I haven't figured that one out yet. Instagram Live. We haven't got that one yet. Twitch. Twitch we're on. Let me just check in with Twitch and see if I'm missing something on Twitch. Failed to load module. I'm not sure what that is. But we are on, it looks like. Watch now. I'll watch myself and hear myself. Oh, here I am. Look at that. Whoa. Hello. Oh, I'm so excited to hear myself. Anyway, I am so grateful that you're here. Sorry, this is like I said, I'm late getting here. I apologize for that, but I always want to be here and getting good information out to you. Also having a communication with you. So I want to get this working so that we can actually communicate. If we can have some people on here chatting during this, that would be fantastic. Like I said, I am so grateful to be here with it. What an amazing and extraordinary time to be alive. We are going through some amazing stuff. Anyway, before I move on, I just want to say thank you to nuggetstacker.com. Hold some gold and silver. Get a gold and silver subscription. If you haven't got gold and silver yet, you got to have some. We are going to be rocked. Oh, I was, yeah, I mean, I continue to hear the same thing over and over again. And if you're not paying attention, you're not seeing what's happening economically in our own country or in our own backyard, just make sure to do this favor for your family. I am not your investment advisor, but I do suggest you will protect, I promise you, you will protect your wealth by doing just having some gold and silver. Reach out to nuggetstacker.com at 1-866-644-2121. Ask any questions that you've got. Let me see. Can I put this on here? Oh, look at that. I can add comments in here. So if somebody reaches out to me, we can do that. Oh, look, there's comments. There's comments. Oh, that's neat. Sorry, I'm learning as we're going here. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. We'll keep that. We don't need that on there, but if somebody comments, then I can put it up there, no problem. All right, we are going to get into unscrewing some news. I appreciate you being here, like I have continued to say. And before we get started, we're going to talk about some interesting things. Obviously, the raising of the Palestinian flag in Calgary, that shouldn't have happened. I don't think it should have happened. What about you? This is my question to you: is what do you think should have happened? I know that they said that we won't be doing that anymore for any other countries, any other nations. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the UCP because the heat is on from the socialists, the Marxists, the NDP, and then she's the crisis makers, the NDP. And so obviously the heat is on from them and the unions. The unions are ganging up on the UCP. But we also need to control our politicians like the UCP. And I think that we have an opportunity coming up. In case you haven't already done so, join the UCP membership so that we can tell our leaders and the UCP party that we want independence. So that is my suggestion, and that's what I'll be doing. So November 28th, 29th, and 30th will be in Edmonton to work on the AGM, the annual general meeting, and I suggest that for anybody that is that wants a better life and wants their children and to have a great Alberta, because this is what we're really fighting for today is a great Alberta. I think we can have this fantastic nation, and I think that's why you're here with me as well, is we're going to talk about building this fantastic nation. So anyway, let's get started here. From the heart of the battle-ready nation of Alberta, we bring you truth and optimism. Our goal is to break free from the media and the globalist mind control. It is November 15th, 2025. We're going to speed through tonight's episode. If I got comments from people, I would love to share any of that and have a conversation. And maybe we'll get to that at some point. But anyway, so today is November 15th, 2025. This is episode number 220. I called this Alberta Independence and the UCP. Let's get started just on some of today's events here. I'm going to share this with you. Let's see here. Not that one. Let's share this one. And here we are. This is some pictures from Max Against. Today, Calgary went ahead and raised it, which is disgraceful. Let's read through some of the comments and see what people had to say. Calgary raised the Palestinian flag at City Hall. Meanwhile, the municipal government is looking to ban foreign flags from being raised there altogether. Calgary's Mayor Jeremy Farkas is scheduled to introduce the motion next week. The tide is finally turning. And Justice Truth, why is it a civic building? Why is it a civic building? What purpose does it serve? What does it accomplish as well? Baffled here. The virtue signaling really does what? Stop the killing way over there. I want peace over there, but a flag raising about a conflict. Okay, yeah, I agree. And one-term mayor. Well, that was the other one that we got rid of, luckily. So I think it's on the right track. I really think that they should have stopped it and not done it at all today. That's my take on it. What do you have to say? I'd love to hear your comments. Did they even raise the St. George's Day flag this year, or is it just a commie-loving country flags? Well, here's the answer to you, Isaac Newton 2024, is that they actually, somebody has to request it. So I doubt the British at this point have, got their stuff together and went to City Hall and said, hey, we'd like to have a flag raising, because that's what you have to do. So I would have expected a better turnout. Disgusting, cry harder, you sad little imp. I don't know what that means or who that's to. Oh, maybe it was to this guy that posted this, Max Kennist. Oh, here, let's listen to what Max Kennist has.
Toronto is raising the Palestine. What kind of nation lifts a foreign flag before defending its own? Well, in Canada, we're finding out. Toronto is raising the Palestinian flag on November 17th at City Hall. Calgary is doing the same on November 30th. And today, on November 15th, Manitoba is raising it at the provincial legislature. Why do people act like this is normal? Because if this happened in any sane country, there would be instant outrage. But here, nothing. Silence. And that silence is a warning sign. When a country stops reacting to something this outrageous, it means the country has forgotten who it is. No foreign flag should ever be raised on Canadian soil. Only the Canadian flag and the flags of the provinces and the cities that built this nation belong on our public buildings. So why do foreign flags go up so easily now? Because Canada has been conditioned to forget itself. Our institutions, our schools, our political class, the elites, the globalists, all pushing the same idea that Canada has no heritage, no identity, nothing of its own. That being Canadian is just paperwork. And once you convince people their identity means nothing, they stop defending the symbols tied to it.
Excellent. Nice work there, Max Kennist. All right. I like this kid. Nice. All right, we're going to go back here a bit. Let me see. Here's another. Oh, this is from you. Sorry, this is from Albertans first. And here's the Palestinian terrorist crowd minutes after raising their flag at Calgary City Hall, gleefully chanting, free, free Palestine from the river to the sea, genocidal maniacs enabled by Jeremy Farkas and the new city council who allowed them to do this. He's not wrong. I'm not going to get into Michael Obama. I'm not really interested in talking about him. Let's see here. More retards talking about vaccines. Daniel Smith, it was a full day on the road yesterday, meeting Albertans. Okay, so let's talk about Daniel Smith. Again, I'm going to suggest this. If you have not already purchased your ticket to the AGM, you've got to go become a member of the UCP, because we're going to, you know what? Honestly, if you feel like this is not the direction that you want Canada or Alberta to go, then I guess you should also be stating your point. And you know what? You probably signed that stupid petition to keep Alberta as part of Canada, which I appreciate. That is fantastic. They did a really good job. You got 465,000 signatures on there. I think that it was probably not as forthcoming as he probably should have been, this Thomas Lukazik character. And he probably feared them, saying that, they were probably, this is what I heard anyway. I'm just going to say that what I did hear was that they were fearing these elbows up type crowd into believing that Donald Trump was going to be taking over Alberta if they didn't do this petition. So I think that that's kind of the premise behind this petition. And it was a petition to get a referendum to stay in Canada. And this may be a boomerang that Thomas didn't really plan on, because he hurried to get his referendum question in so that he could block the Alberta Prosperity Project from getting their question taken in. And so maybe this is going to go to a referendum to take it to a vote in spring of 2026. Let's hope that that's the case. These are some of my bookmarks here, by the way. I'm just going to go through. Anyway, I was on a point. You got to be at the AGM coming up November 28th, 29th, 30th. You know what? I'm going to look it up here and we'll just talk about this quickly. UCP AGM. Here we are. All right. November 28, 29, 30th, Edmonton Expo. And looks like full member price now is $399. I still suggest if you want to come and help us take this over and make sure that we get our voices heard. You know, we're going to put people that are about independence on the board, and then we will be able to direct the UCP party into that sort of mind frame. So anyway, if you happen to be there, look for me. I would love to have a chat with you. Maybe we'll be doing some on-site interviews. I'm hoping to be doing that as well in Edmonton. This is November 28, 29, and 30th. So I look forward to seeing you there. Let's go back to X and we'll go back through our bookmarks. Where am I at here? Oh, this is maybe some people. Hang on one second. So I've got something else that just popped up here. I've seen people holding this flag chanting death to Canada. Now Calgary is raising its flag. This is suicidal empathy. All right. This is from Ryan Garrettson. Let's just play this out here. I don't really want to see it, but thanks anyway, Ryan Garrettson. Oh, I don't want to see those uneducated monkey bashers. Klaus Schwab is resigning, not interested. Why would he throw out a disrespect and Alberta flag like that? Oh, yeah. Probably not a good idea. I'm going back to my bookmarks here. Let's see here. Here we are. Oh, this was good. I'm going to go to this right now here. Kevin O'Leary says Alberta's resource wealth is on a scale most countries can only dream of. 6 trillion cubes of natural gas is some of the richest resource deposits anywhere. Let's hear what Kevin O'Leary has to say. That's us. That's us. And oh my God, I had to respond to this guy today. Maybe that's what the show will be all about. As I'm just sharing what happened on Twitter today. Steve Saretsky, because he's an expert. Let's just look him up here. Steve Saretsky. He is real estate aficionado, Vancouver realtor and investor, host of Loonie Hour podcast. Well, Loonie Hour, why am I following you, by the way? He says the city of Calgary and their new mayor are set to repeal the townhouse rezoning. The NIMBYs still dominate housing policy in Canada. Well, Steve, you're not an expert on Calgary, and if you don't live here, then we don't give a fuck what you have to say. And this is an example of the arrogance and the non-listening council that we just booted because of their garbage pushing through this rezoning, blanket rezoning. So, you and your investor types can go suck it. You go suck it, Steve Saretsky, because Calgarians should be able to decide for themselves. 70% of the people that came and spoke and took time out and put their presentations together, hours and hours and hours of presentations, came out and said no to the blanket rezoning. So they're not NIMBYs, you moron. They are the people that pay the salaries of the counselors that are supposed to make the decisions for them. They're going to be the representatives. And that's what we're going to do here in Calgary. We're going to show the rest of the world that we're taking back our city council. We're going to do the same for our provincial government, and we're going to take that back as well. And they will listen to the people as opposed to telling the people what they're going to do. So, Steve Soretsky, go suck it, buddy. This is hilarious. I don't know if this is real, but I'm done with that person. Not really interested. Cam Davies, shocker, all talk, net zero from Smith Carney coalition. No action on Alberta independence. Complete failure. Well, hope, I wish that we didn't have to wait until November 28, 29, 30th to make things happen. Take a look at this guy. He brings the confidence to me. You know what? I'm going to bring this a little bit closer so you can see. Look at this guy. Does he not instill confidence? It looks like he's taking a crap in his pants. That's too bad. That's unfortunate. Oh, John Paul Berg, he's been doing some great posts recently. Oh, the censorship in the EU has just gotten insane. Eva Vardingerbrook. My content is being restricted in the EU under the Digital Services Act, the very censorship act I've been warning about for years. Let's hear what she has to say. Because this is coming to us. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that, Vardingerbrook. It's because words are dangerous. You know that, Eva Lardingerbrook. That's unfortunate, right? Good morning, Canada. Wake up and smell the communo-fascism. Every day we become more unrecognizable. This is funny. Let's listen to what Hmm. And I wonder if Nenshi has anything to do with that. Nenshi looking for a crisis, right? All right, folks. I've already talked about the UCP AGM coming up, but we also have Calgary. We'll roll through Calgary. The farmers' protest will roll through Calgary on November 22nd. 2025. So let's make this an event. Make sure to mark it down. Make sure to share this with all your friends. So let's post it out to your social media in Calgary, Saturday, November 22nd. We are meeting at the Walmart near Deerfoot City Northeast. That'll be just off of Deerfoot Trail and 64th. I think it's off 64th Avenue in the Northeast. You'll know where it is. But you'll see this. You'll see the sign for Fly. What is that called? iFly, and you can go in there because it's in Deerfoot City. And you'll know where we are. The vehicles with the signs and the flags slow roll through the city, following the lead truck. Okay, so that's November 22nd. It sounds like it is next. Is that next Saturday? So today's the 15th, so it should be next Saturday, as far as I can tell. Maybe I've got that wrong, but you tell me. Let me take a look, see if I've got a calendar that I can pull up here quickly. Oh, no. Hello, where are you? Here we are. Continue. I'm looking at my calendar. Stand by. This is November 22nd is the Saturday. Yes. Thank you for standing by. Thanks for being here, you guys. All right, I'm just quickly looking at this. We're going to go back to our bookmarks. Where are we? All right, I think we're going to finish off. You know, I just wanted to talk about the UCP. Wanted to talk about some of the other things. Oh, this is so funny. Remember the people you're arguing with followed arrows to walk around a grocery store. That was awesome. Oh my God, I got to see if I can find this. Where did I put this? Yes, I did. There it is. Hang on one second. I got to share this. I shared this yesterday in case you missed it. This is brilliant, though. Thanks, Grok. This is the best thing that Grok has ever done for me, was that right there. I got to see if I can share this. For some reason, I'm having a hard time doing it. All right. Anyway, you guys, you know what? I continue. I apologize. I continue to forget that I have to remind and do all these things. I'm not much of a social media dude, I guess, but make sure to hit like and to, let me see, what do I have to do on YouTube? What do you need to do? I'm gonna find it here. Boom, 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 boom. Where's my channel? Okay, so you must have to like me or hit the bell. Yeah, notifications. Hit the bell for notifications on YouTube. So hit the bell there. And on Rumble, make sure to like my channel. Share it out to friends. Share this with one other person, just one other person, if it's a friend or a neighbor or a coworker that you like or whatever the case is. And share it out there. We got to get more eyeballs on this information, you know. We got to wake more people up. And I appreciate you being here. I'm looking for suggestions, any comments, any complaints, any questions. And go to nuggetstacker.com, get some gold and silver, because this is your money right here. This is your money today. So protect your family's wealth, get some gold and silver, nuggetstacker.com, 1-866-644-2121. Give them a call. God bless you guys. Let's keep ourselves, let's stay sane together, you guys. Let's stay sane together. Keep your head on a swivel. God bless you all. This is Bruce, and I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching Unscrew the News. I appreciate your participation in freedom in Canada. Share this information and help others to wake up. God bless.